I think that the most encouraging thing is the growth of our Southern membership. When I first arrived here, we had very few Southern members, and I think many of us felt that this was something that had to be put right. And what's encouraging is I see a real demand from a growing number of countries. And of course, it's a very diverse set of countries. You've got countries that are middle-income countries, like the Philippines, which are taking 3IE very seriously. You've now got a whole group of countries in Francophone West Africa who brought a regional initiative to us. You've got many other countries around the world who are interested in building their own evaluation systems and finding the right place for impact evaluation within that. So I think that's extremely positive. Somebody said this morning that we have 27 Southern members and there are 190 countries in the UN, not all Southern countries, of course. So there's still a good way to go, and we have to think very carefully about how we cope with the rising demand. And that's one of the key issues for our strategy going forward. There is an advocacy role. I think we've been very much on message about the importance of evidence-based policy making and the role that rigorous evaluation can play within that, evaluation done with the right methods. At the same time, we have the ability to, but by commissioning evaluations and by helping countries commission evaluations, to grow capacity in both the supply and also bring the results of these evaluations to policymakers. I mean, there is no point in lots of evaluations that sit on the shelf. We have to be as attentive to the contacts with policymakers as we are to the quality of the evaluations themselves. Systematic reviews are large, complex things. You have to do a lot of work to produce one, and there has been concerns it all takes too long and there's not enough. Often the systematic reviews find that there's not a very large body of reasoned evidence underlying a lot of what we think we know, which is itself very important, but does of course then limit what lessons you can draw from that. So I think it's the start of a longer process. The direction of travel, I think, here is that we need to work much more closely with the policy communities. I would like to see a world where most systematic reviews are commissioned by policy communities, with 3IE bringing its understanding and its quality control into this process. I think the evidence gap maps are a brilliant new tool for demonstrating what we know and what we don't know, and where indeed the gaps are and where more evidence needs to be sought. And I think they're extremely useful, particularly to these international policy communities, in really scoping what we think we know and what we really do know.